time got away from me, but I'm here and it's week 7 and I have something a little bit different today. So I kind of been liking the 80-20 rule, where at least as far as health goes, you do healthy things 80% of the time, and then more splurge type things 20% of the time. Well, as far as eating goes, that comes out to 4 meals a week, so I kind of count that as like one cheat day, I guess. Or you can spread it throughout the week. That way you're not so stingy and like stuck to this plan that there's no leeway for like a birthday or going out for coffee or something that comes up that you want to do, but if you're too structured, that won't fit in, and that way you can't really maintain it as a lifestyle change because it's too strict. So it's really helped me to stay on track. So something that I think played a lot into my weight gain was I have a couple 3 food intolerances that are really severe, and so kind of like feast or famine at first. You're like, don't eat my bread, don't eat my cookies, don't eat that cereal, like that's all I have and it's hard to find. So you kind of have like a hoarding mentality. Or like, oh, I gotta eat a bunch of food now because when I go to this place later, I know I'm not gonna be able to eat there. So it takes time to work through all that and figure out ways to do things. But I think that had something to do a little bit with how I got here today. So I found this video, well, I knew I had it, about kind of my thoughts on paleo eating, I guess, and kind of a little bit of what I think about things like that. I had made it 3 years ago, and I had been wanting to go back to that kind of eating then, and 3 years and 50 pounds later, here I am. Finally, thankfully, you guys have gave me enough courage and willpower and inspiration to start doing it again. So it's almost been 2 months and I've only seen a little bit of improvements, but that little change over time is going to add up, I know, eventually. So I got to keep that thought in the back of my mind. I think every week I've had 1 or 2 hard days. Most of them I was able to do most of what I wanted to as far as health-wise. I hope you're able to stay decently on track lately, and if you're not, start again tomorrow. You can finish this video now if you want, if you're interested. It'll be playing here in a minute, and it's like 4.5 minutes long, I think. Next week will be my last check-in. See you then. Anyway, I was sitting out here thinking about health lately. I've been about 1.5 years, I haven't been able to eat wheat or oats. And I was doing really good, eating mostly paleo style, trying to do that because a lot of dairy bothers me too. And so I felt really good this summer. And then the last few months, I've been baking more and eating more packaged processed foods because although they are gluten-free and homemade, they're still processed food. So anyway, I noticed my hip pain had come back, my wrist pain had come back, my thumb pain. My skin I noticed was kind of dry, and the other day I looked in the mirror and I was like, wow, I look old again. Because this summer I thought my skin was really looking a lot younger. Basically, we had a CSA all summer, so we were getting loads of veggies, so we always had stuff to eat. And then this winter, and with having the baby coming, I wanted to put stuff away in the freezer, so I baked and had easier foods to eat. And now I'm thinking that wasn't a good idea. Yeah, I've been grouchier, kind of depressed, and good encouragement for me to get back to what we were doing this summer, because I also noticed I crave foods a lot. Like, I just don't ever seem satisfied. And before, I could eat like veggies, healthy fats and proteins, and sweet potatoes and stuff like that. Not a lot of sugars or starches. And then I would never crave stuff. I'd be fine for hours, not be hungry. And we've also eaten a lot of sugar lately, so I notice sugar makes me really irritable. And so does caffeine, so it may sound like I sucked all the fun out of life. But really, I mean, we've got honey, dates, maple syrup, and then we just try to do treats on the weekends. And that seems to work pretty good. But it's going to take some willpower to get back into eating like that, because your body wants it for a while. You can change for the better, because I know what good health feels like, and definitely glad to be outside more too. I know that helps and everything. So I don't know what kind of things health-wise make you feel better. I know getting out and moving, exercising or hiking, all that stuff helps me to be a better person for my family, and I know I'm not alone in this journey of trying to find the best thing to do. You got a prize. Okay. There's something I forgot to add. I've been really having a hard time keeping up on water, like staying hydrated, and especially with nursing her has been really hard. And I noticed that when you're eating foods that include water already, you don't need as much water to compensate for it, and to digest it and stuff. I think those grain type dry foods take a lot more water out of you. I really spent a lot of time in the kitchen this summer and year, and I just need to figure out ways to simplify and eat easier foods without buying packaged food. So I guess I gotta take her in. But anyways, I just thought I would add that.